Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we have got a 4 versus 4 on Oasis of Shah. Playing on Team 1 as the Tau Empire, we've got Slender Groove. We've got Lord XYZ playing as the Chaos Space Marines. We've got HT Basil playing as the Space Marines. And we have got Nervomatic playing as the Tau Empire. And on Team 2, we've got Goalkeeper Lord playing as the Space Marines. We've got F. Aenor playing as Space Marines as well. We've got Vif Sense playing as the Orks. And we've got Fresh Tyrant playing as Space Marines as well. But to be honest, I don't know if GK Lord stands for Goalkeeper, but that's where my brain went. I went into, FIFA 2001 mode right there. But yeah, interesting. So we've got Tauf on the flanks for the Southern team. Space Marines on the flanks for the Northern team. We do have Space Marines already coming out, pressing down a heavy bottle turret down over here, which the Tau are probably going to struggle with on this side, considering, have you gone for just... That's all, where are you? There we go, yep. Because we've got invisible stealth suit teams, so it's quite hard to see on a map as big as this, but yeah, stealth suit teams won't be able to break for these all that quickly, so that'll be a bit of a pain for them. Also got Space Marines of Fresh Trident, bringing down some badness over on this side quite quickly. But mind you, the Southern team have popped a heavy bottle turret down on this side as well, so kind of a bit of a mixed bag here. Center point has got 4 strategic points, whereas these side bits have only got 2, but there is an extra relic in the grand total of it, so got to keep that in mind. Bringing down a minefield, and yeah, the heavy bottle turret already been placed down, so that is why the stealth suit team is not exactly going to be pressing on too far forward. But then again, going to see a Vespid Stingwing, then the jetpacks. I imagine Vespid and a Tau commander, when he's got the money for it, should be more than enough to take care of these heavy bottle turrets and this minefield, considering that the Vespids can spot the minefield when they're going about their business. Stealth suit team of Nervomatic has spotted all this stuff. Beautiful colour of Space Marines, bright yellow, like the sun. And Lord XYZ meeting some Scout Marines of F. Aenor. Also got a significant amount of Grots coming over. What are you planning to get involved with? Close combat, that's what we like to see. Aggressive Grots. That is the new meta. Still don't know if they've got a kill animation. Never seen them get a kill in close combat for obvious reasons. Would like to see it though. They're going to tank some damage from the heavy bottle turret. As we've got a good amount of shooter boys and... Oh heck, we've got 11 sluggers coming down the mountain. Quite like that. So it does seem that Vif Sense has... Yeah, he's not gone for a big mech. He's foregone the big mech for extra shooters and extra sluggers. Which I actually quite like. If you've got an ally that's gone for a Force Commander and something else substantial like that, then why not, eh? You know where the enemy's going to be. And if you're always going to be there tanking all the damage while your boys are on the back, start firing away. It's not the worst strategy, not the worst strategy at all. And it also has the benefit of, if you are poor with micro, you send your slugger boys in, you won't really lose them in the same way that you'll lose a big mech. I think the Vespids munch around over on this side. We have got the scouts with snipers ready to pick them off as and when they can. But they are heavy infantry, so they will be more resistant to that. Got scouts of Fresh Trident coming down with a Force Commander. But won't be doing much for this Tau Commander knocking around. Trying to chase around these Fire Warriors. Also double listing posts being popped around. Killing all the scouts. Leaving them dead and dying. But we've got a good amount of reinforcements coming in. Some Space Marines on auto reinforce. Down in the middle, or up in the middle from where we were. The Orks still pushing in hard. Force Commander leading them from the middle. And all this gubbins in the middle. That is now free real estate for the Orks and the purple Space Marines. Vespid still knocking around, seeing what's going on. And while scouting isn't a main thing in Dawn of War, Slender Groove will be able to take note of what the current economic situation of all these players are like in their base. So you can get a good idea of what kind of baddies they could be expecting in the near future. Tau Commander and Fire Warriors firing away at the listing post. Should probably focus on the Servitor. Heavy bottle turret finished and going to focus. Actually, listing post and the heavy bottle turret focusing on that Tau Commander. Got Commander armor, but he's also only got 1,000 health. So we'll want to push backwards. A good amount of Fire Warriors About 3 squads of Fire Warriors should handily take care of the Space Marines. They will fall back into more protective areas. That being said, the centre still being held by the Orks is just love. And they've also gone for 3 burners. Well, 15 Orks, 3 burners. No big shooters on these guys as of yet. They have only got 1 war banner as far as I can see it. But good upgrades on the... Yeah, he's about to get all the upgrades on his listing post, so very good stuff. Fire Warriors using their impressive range. Get a few shots off onto this listing post. Skull probes to spot those infiltrated stealth suits. Basil's scouts being pushed away as well. It does seem that the top team, the northern team, has basically got a stranglehold on the majority of the map there. So that'll be doing their economy quite nice. Gonna bring some scout marines with snipers around the side as goalkeeper lord. Listing post goes down from the Tau fire. Tau move pensively forward. Tau commander still tanking on the damage. Could do with bringing those Vespids in. If anything, just to discombobulate the heavy bolter turret. Gonna fly straight in. Can also do their big boom attack, which will knock all these guys around, which might do them fairly good benefit. But more or less being squad wiped within an instant. Heavy bolter turret taking barely any damage with that servitor knocking around. Space Marines being slowed down by the general snare of the Tau commander. The combined arms of sniper and bolter cause them some issues. Snipers over here, they've got their plasma guns, but no real problems for the middle team here. You've gone for tier 2? Yeah, you have gone for tier 2. What's the current tiers at the moment? Tier 2 for Tau, for Chaos. Yes, you've got tier 2. For Tau over here, you're about to get tier 2. You've got tier 2. You're on tier 2 as well. Orks is, I've got to look at their population cap actually. Almost, nearly there. And you, are you on tier 2 at the moment? No, not quite. But yeah, everyone's kind of ticking up at the same relative speeds. Everyone uses their economy as best they can. Slender Groove, looking for some crew Fire Warrior wombo combo action. Always love to see both the Tau and the crew working for the greater good. As the Ethereals would have willed it. They tank the damage as they move forward towards listing post. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's all well defended over here, but nothing's going on. You might see Lord XYZ throwing a GG. He doesn't really. It's a deceptive task that he's throwing in. He's pretending to give up, and actually he's building up more stuff. Swear down, it's chaos trickery. Listing post quite low on health at the moment. Servitor will come in for defensive reasons. These guys should really turn their attention to the Servitor, but it doesn't seem that his repairing is really doing them any favours. Down over here, we do have a good amount of Landspeeder and Tempest for Mr. Basil, as well as a Devilfish Troop Carrier from Novomatic. Going forward, breaking that Space Marine defence. The Scouts, nice little touch with their plasma guns. Doing that extra bit of damage to the Space Marines. Tower Commander also got his... Well, he's about to get his Fusion Blaster. He's got his Missile Launcher. So these buildings will be falling down a little bit quicker than normal. The crew are having a bit of a picnic out over here. They've been smited from a distance. Grey Knights with a Apothecary in there. Snare Trap being thrown down. Might potentially get these guys. No, not quite. They've managed to avoid it. Crew will provide the front lines. Down over on this side, Slugger Boys are assisting their ally. There's no yellow Space Marines left, but they do have a significant amount of Orks. They've been spotted by some, what do you call them? Oh, the spotters, the lucky people. Either way, that's a lot of lads to lose in such a short space of time. Just a carpet of green. Orks over here. I haven't got many big shooters left. Big mech Orks goes down. That's a lot of greenskins being killed more or less instantly. We have got these stealth suit teams chilling around the flanks there, going for their fusion blasters. We're shot at by the Hellfire Dreadnought there, as we do have a infiltrated skull probe just chilling out in the base. Wonderful placement for him, actually. all things considered, since the stealth suits won't have much in the way of self-detection. Nob about to be blasted off into space by the power of a sneaky Devilfish troop carrier. And it looks like the centre is open for some back and forth. Tau Fire Warriors cracking open the centre nut as more heavy bottle turrets being placed down. We do have a Mega Armoured Nob there. So Tier 2 Big Mech also coming out. And the economy for them, they've got a fair bit of green left over. They could transition over into some vehicle play for a little while. War tracks with missile launchers will help them against these Devilfish troop carriers. But in saying that, Space Marines come forward. They don't seem to have any infiltration detection themselves. It's a bit of a shame. Over on this side, some stealthy Land Speeder Tempests moving on the side there. Thankfully, there's put some of Fresh Trans Space Marines in the general vicinity. Could potentially beat these guys with their missile launchers. Yeah, looks like they're going for 2 missile launchers, 2 heavy bolters apiece. That's 4 of each in total. Should be able to stop them out. And look at this impressive Tau Siege. Fire Warriors with 1 shield drone, 1 Fire Warrior chassis. Mega Armoured Nobs barely able to get anywhere close to these guys. Fire being opened. I couldn't even click on that Space Marine squad before it got wiped out. Just a sheer amount of death coming over. More land speeders focusing on those what do you call them? Those war banners. There's some tank busters chilling out. Actually, tank busters in the prime position at the moment. If they can get a couple of decent volleys off on them, we'll see them sorted. Oh, over here we also have some Grey Knights coming over to say hello to Slender Groove. Vehicle beacon on the way for him, but we'll need to send some support over. Tau coming back with the Tau Commander. Also got some possessed squads. Haven't really seen the Chaos Space Marine play for a little while. He's been back at home, getting those high tier units out. Who also got that jumping bonus. So even though the Grey Knights are big beasts in close combat, on their own, just dead as a doorknob, lickety split. Also these scouts as well. Thought they were all that and the business with their sniper rifles, but no way. No way, Jose. The wonderful use of these land speeders still knocking around, still being a pain, preventing anyone from really pushing too far out of the base. Stealth on the tank busters. More shooter boys as well. And the centre's still being held by them, by the northern team. Do you believe that's because Novomatic had to bring a lot of his Tau away from the centre to defend his ally? But now the question is, do we go into here where it's fully defended, or like we did earlier on, move over here where it's less defended? Although they've got 1 secret artifact and 1 secret artifact over here. I'm not sure why that's a thing. Is it because he knew that this was going to go down soon? Go for double apothecaries. As this keeps on firing away. Possessed Marines and some obliterators. A very common combination in the late game for Chaos in vanilla games. Possessed for the front. Obliterators for the back range. A couple of Hell Talons in there just to spice things up. Tau have killed this listing post once again. Grey Knights on their own at the moment. We do have a flotilla of Orks ready to come over. Now, do you send the Orks to the centre? I don't think you send them into the centre. Mainly because these listing posts will keep these places occupied. And they'll also like to start capturing the strategic points. So you've got a little bit of time to kill before they push on. You really want to save your allies best you can. You can always come back to capture that stuff later. You can't save an ally once he's proper deaded. Good amount of rockets from the Orks and the Yellow Marines. And when the Tau lose their Devilfish troop carriers, Their light armor does betray them somewhat. Slugger boys, big chunky squad. No French fries here, they are the chunky oven chips that everyone knows and loves. And they do manage to defend their Space Marine ally. Still got one cheeky little Landspeeder Tempest over here, just chilling out in the mountains. I'm going to see a Demon Prince being summoned forth. Can I get a look at him go? Bringing a sword. Like he's just entered Castle Grayskull. He has the power. He has the desire. And the Terminators fall down with nary a whimper. And that Librarian should be the first thing to go. It's Warpish powers. No friends of the demons, but Librarian's been taken down. And don't know if these guys have got anything ready to counter this. Quite elite force in the centre. Very small though, could be outnumbered. Tau continuously harassing Mr. Lord over here. Haven't quite cracked through his defence on this side yet. Also have a Land Raider of all things and a Predator chilling out around this end. Space Marines looking to take down the Predator before the Land Raider by the looks of things. Oh, we've got Welwyn as well. He's contributing something. That's nice of him. Orks, 16 sluggers. Squad ever increasing. That's what we like, man. We like a good mass of the boys. We'll be immune to morale with this amount of lads all close together. I think he's been teleported in. Mega Armor Nobs. They are absorbing the brunt of the damage. Warchucks funneling in. Slugger boys skirting around the sides. Not sure what their mission was. Ideally want to get them in, but then again, they've got no real target to get into melee range apart from the Obliterator squad. But the Possessed probably wouldn't let them go by. It's fair enough. Got the power weapons of the Assault Terminators rocking on over. Now Demon Prince, half health at the moment. He's certainly giving his other Chaos units a lot of space to manoeuvre. Do have one purple Dreadnought from FA0. Been summoned around the flanks. Demon Prince looking less than fresh. You wouldn't say is the Demon Prince of Bel Air. He goes down. Dreadnought now going to scale away the Obliterator squads. And I imagine that the Possessed squads will be also in favour of running away as well. But in saying that, while all that's going on, these guys could just kind of mosey on over. And by the looks of things, they've also got some stealth suits with fusion blasters. So Yellow Marines have got to really react as quickly as possible, or at least their allies do, if they want to save him. But Stronghold over on half health. But yeah, even less than half health now. Actually practically destroyed. Servitor's going to sneak out. Do you have the money for more HQs? No. You could build a chapel barracks though. When all else fails. They do have... Oh, you've got chapel barracks over here. That's fine. You're alive then. Okay. Alright. So, Northern team, they started off really, really strong. Still got this relic over yonder and the middle bit with a good amount of Orks. You've even got some knobs in there now. Double Predators, War Track, Terminators. So they've got a really strong army, but technically being 3v4 at the moment. I mean, this dude will be able to regain some of his scruples. He has got a lot of money left over. If somebody gave him a donation, we would be able to rebuild his HQ. And start the process all over again. Force Commander is killed it. Looks like those Space Marines were deep stricken in. Now, often you see Space Marines being drop podded in. But this happen occasionally. And yeah, I think that our main culprit of the sneakiness is these stealth suit teams. Also, they're pushing forward, not where you want them to be. There's an enemy presence in the back of your base, and these guys are not responding. They've got tunnel vision at the moment, just focusing on the center and protecting their holdings. But without the holds... Fifth Sense says, oh shit, I'm dead. Yep, pretty much are. I quite like that. It's like, oh no, I'm dead. Sorry. Could have though. Could have survived. Could have built a production building somewhere else, although I don't know what economy he had at the moment in time. He probably spent a lot of it on his knobs. But there's no more. And so this potentially successful push has actually not gone all that well. But don't get me wrong, it would have been successful anyway, considering that if the Orks carried on pushing, they would have lost their base and died anyway, but... You know, where's the heart, man? Where's the spirit? Where's the do-or-die attitude? The dreadnoughts being stricken in, squeezing people in a way that only dreadnoughts can. We also have some counter-offensives going on. Cadre headquarters being smashed up by Terminators and Dreadnoughts and a Librarian. The head shoot goes down. So might be able to pull it back, actually. They're down 2. But then, if they can get a 1-up, mind you, then saying that Slender Groove got his army over here. If these guys can survive on the northern side for a little bit, potential is there. Oh no, I'd take that entirely back. Hold on. Do you have any money, Mr.? No, you don't, because he's dead. Right, okay, it's 1v4. Yeah, probably not. Well, I mean, GK Lord, he had the right idea. If you can't defend, go on the offensive. If you can't flank, well, if you can't stop them from flanking you, you flank them instead. Has brought a lot of Novomatics Barracudas over. I wonder if this is just a defensive fleet. Not really made for going over the pond, but just protecting his own assets. As HT Basil goes forward. Someone else died. Not sure who that. Can't be Fresh Titan? Fresh. Oh, it was someone from over here. Yeah, probably him. Who's like physically left the game. And it was a good effort. It was a good effort all the same. The top team had a really strong opening. Did quite like those massive Orks instead of a big mech in support of your Space Marines with their Force Commander and a small amount of Space Marines. Really like that. Also like the early aggression by putting down the bolter guns for both the Southern team for the Chaos player in the centre at the beginning of the game, as well as for the... Oh, what was your face called? GK Lord popping one down here as well. Oh, still trying to stay alive. Massive respect to that. Always play to the end. Absolutely always. Yeah, not quite able to really keep up with the guys down south, which is surprising because even though they had the smaller economies, they got the more elite units on. I also think that the mass of Fire Warriors helped them a lot as well. Also, the Orks losing a lot of their forces down here to a random kind of engagement that no one's really committing to. That's probably another major contributor to the general nasty passiness. But there we go, the fleet of Barracudas come over, and that is basically all that she wrote. So I'm not... Someone in this map or match sent me this game. I am not sure who, because their Steam name is not the same as their Dawn of War name. But thank you to whoever did send this game in. And if you want to spot channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 gets you one extra game a week. And there's also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.